Hey, you guys, how's it going? All right, so I wanted to get into something I've been thinking about lately with this whole sugar diet thing, is consistency. Do we have to be consistent with the sugar diet? And what about sugar fasting? So my thoughts are with some of these things is depends. It's always depends. It always depends on lots of things. So let's talk about what those things might be, and then maybe you'll find out where you fit in best and what approach you should take. And it doesn't have to be the same for your whole life. You could just decide, what's working right now, and is it still working? So the depends question, basically meaning, what kind of person are you? First of all, are you somebody who's drawn to all the extremes? So if you watch like Cole Robinson, you know what he's all about if you're into the sugar diet stuff right now. And he is massively on the extreme side. So, and a lot of his followers are too. And that's why, if you follow him, you're probably going to stick more with the sugar fasting thing and use that as a tool to utilize. Whereas somebody who maybe follows Mark Bell or somebody like that, they're a bit more modest. They're maybe bodybuilders or whatever it is, or just, fitness enthusiasts and health people, because he jumps all over as well. You may be more conservative, and that's where, you might find yourself doing more of the sugar diet thing. So, what I find personally, like as a long-term thing, for any kind of way of life, you want to find something you're enjoying the whole time. So make sure you enjoy it first. And secondly, if you ask yourself, can I do this for the next 2 months, 2 years, anything like that, like long term, if it's in hell no, then you should reconsider what you're doing. It doesn't mean you can't try stuff out, and maybe you're going to try the sugar fast. If you're not an extreme type person, and be like, this was great. I'm going to use this once a month. I'm going to use this twice a month or once a week for X amount of days. And that might be awesome. And that might be a way of life for you as well. But I think for most people, you got to find something you're going to enjoy every day, because basically how life works, we have daily rhythms. Like, you can't avoid it. You wake up, the sun comes up, and you go through your day, the sun goes down, you go to bed. Most people don't break this rule, and if you follow a daily rhythm, it becomes way easier. Personally, I find changing things up too often throughout a week, or even worse, every 2-week kind of cycle or 3-week cycle, which is, it's hard to follow, first of all. Secondly, it's just nice to get in the groove day by day. And then that momentum can push you in such a good way. Whereas if you lose the momentum because you're trying too many new things, or you hear, oh, this guy's eating apples and that person's eating Jolly Ranchers, you're going to find, you're going to jump around too much. You're not going to see what actually works. So my suggestion would be to find something you're happy to stick with every day, and just try that for a while. Give yourself 2 weeks, give yourself a month, and just do it for a while and see what happens. You can pivot little bits here and there, like if this is your North Star, you can do this a little bit. Say it's after 2 weeks, you're like, okay, I'm going to try something slightly different. And then maybe your path trajectory is going to be in a better place because you did that. So obviously you have to reassess here and there, but make sure it's something you're happy with, and not just like, oh man, this is going to be a grind fest, unless that's your way of doing things and you just enjoy it. But for most people, if it's easy and they feel like they can do it every day, they're probably going to stick with it, and they're going to be happy to stick with it. So that's just my 2 cents on consistency in the sugar diet. And that's what I would suggest, is find something you're happy to do day in, day out. And by all means, try all the different ways of doing it if you want, if that's the type of person you are. But I think something you stick with long term is really going to have the best results long term. So if you're thinking short term, you might get short term results, and that's not what most people want. Most people want to be, fit for life, lean for life, happy for life, all these things always. They don't want to dip in and out of that if possible. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about all that? what kind of protocols have you followed? Are you more on the sugar fasting side and then going back to doing whatever? Or are you doing one day on, one day off? Or are you just sticking with some consistent plan like I'm talking about here? It's all good. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to, and then catch you guys soon.